We fight how we train. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at some of the training tactics and styles that Keith Thurman uses when training and how they negatively affect his fighting and how that's going to be really bad for him against Mr. Mario Barrios in this fight. Now, Keith Thurman has a weakness to the left hook. We're going to take a look at it here. See how he gets on the line here. And when he's blocking, he's kind of in the middle of his line here. We can see his line back here. His head is in neither of these positions. But he starts having a tendency to sit his weight more toward the front foot, as we see him get smacked by a left hook there as he leaves this position. That does land. And now he's going to wind up in a very similar position. Notice, he's trying to cock his weight toward the back foot here, but notice there's no heel, knee, head alignment. Okay? So he doesn't actually get his weight to that back foot. This is as far back as his weight goes. And the front foot is most easily attacked by the left hook, as we see him getting stuck here after throwing a right hand, eating a left hook, getting controlled there by the left hand, and now he's blocking a right hand, but he's still more toward the front of his line. Here, exposing himself to the left hook there. And then again, left hook to the body. Again, because he constantly keeps his weight toward the front, he's exposing his body much more often, and then again eating another left hook as he continually tries to put his weight more toward his neutral one position toward the front foot. Okay, and we're going to take a couple of looks at some more examples of this type of stuff. And this one is actually one of the things that Keith Thurman gets out of this style, and we're going to talk about it in a second, but we'll come back to this clip. But here, in this clip here, just getting kind of annihilated by his opponent, control, and again, look at him try to take a step back off the line, but not transfer his weight toward the back foot. Again, he has a fundamental lack of back foot positions in his boxing training. Okay, now if you want a quick fix to this, check out the Fouts boxing heavy bag system. Everything that we do is really square, so it always forces us all the way to our front foot position or all the way to our back foot position. It's an excellent way to learn how to do this stuff correctly. So when you do it in front of your opponent, you'll be picking the right angles. But as we see here, he's just getting clobbered by this guy over and over again on the front foot. We got one more clip here to take a look at too. Again, control, getting stuck on the ropes again and trying to pendulum out this way. But again, he doesn't really get his head off the line, and he winds up moving into this punch again. And then again, that obviously is not a left hook, but here, another left hand here, and then again, moving his weight toward the front foot and just getting dragged around the ring by the lesser Lopez here. Now, I want to say that Mario Barrios is kind of like a super Lopez, okay? He's very much similar in that regard, and I think that he's going to have a lot of the same successes that Lopez did, even though Lopez didn't have very many. He kind of got outboxed for the most part, but when he was successful, he was really successful. Now, as we take a look at Keith Thurman, he throws a big right hand to the body here, right? Boom, and a big left hook. When he throws this shot, and he throws a pretty decent left hook to the body, we take a look at his body mechanics here. We go, his knee is here, his foot's roughly there. His head is more toward the front foot than the back foot. But he just threw a left hook. However, he didn't actually transfer all his weight to the back foot or change positions, more importantly. So, this is going to keep him on the line much more often than when he throws, or than if he threw the left hook and got to the back foot, right? Also, again, look at him throw this shot here. Boom, nearly stuck on the front foot completely. Now, take a look at this little roll here that he makes. Even in this roll where he's trying to get to the back foot and get up to the other side of the line, he's not actually doing it. He's doing it kind of in relation to his target, but he's not doing it in relation to his body mechanics. So his actual technique is failing here. Now, a little bit of the pros for that, just a couple of them. This is not the pros, definitely not. Here, nope, definitely not here. Okay, so here, he's getting stuck on the front foot here and eating a left hook from his opponent. And then in the very next sequence, he's going to use a similar technique here. Okay, so he's going to throw that leaping left hook here. And notice what position his head winds up being. In position to throw the right hand. Okay, so by not transitioning his weight, not moving all the way back to the back foot, he does wind up finding himself in a position in which he's able to throw combinations a little bit better but we can see that he loses all the defense, okay? Again, look at how his head doesn't really move when he throws any of these punches. And there's nothing necessarily wrong with that idea, except for the fact that Keith Thurman winds up being so limited because this is the only way that he can throw his left hook is by getting stuck on the line. And we see him do it here. Boom. Leaping left hook there. His head gets stuck on the line, recontrolling with the right hand. Left hook to the body. His head's in a very similar position. And we've seen in the subsequent clips how that doesn't really work out for him. Now we're going to take a look at him do it here on the pads as well. Okay? Not really moving his head. Not really transitioning his weight. Not getting his head to the back foot here. Okay? 1. Throwing a 2 here. Throwing an uppercut. And that little pendulum there that he does with the uppercut there, very similar to what he does right there with that left hook, what he does in the ring, right? Again, practicing how we fight and using all those same motions, but we can see that he doesn't really get his head to the back foot. And again, where's his back foot position? His head is so close to the front of the line. And again, this is one of the reasons why he has such a hard time with the left hooks. And we can see him doing it here and here and here and not getting his way to that back foot. Now, we're going to take a look at one more little training clip here. Him using this weight vest thing, okay? And we can see that his head is never going to make it to the back foot through this entire sequence. A little bit of his fun little pull counter here. He likes to enact this move here. Again, not really getting his weight all the way to the back foot. Kind of just the neutral position. Opening up with that left hook, not getting his weight to the back foot. But he is able to use this technique to pendulum and leap onto his targets, right? As we saw him do a little bit in the pad work. But for the most part, while it does present the opportunity for advanced offense, it presents a much worse opportunity for a lack of defense. Now again, here's that same left hook. Here's where his head is, right? It's not even close to making it to his back foot. Not even close. Now, this isn't especially bad for someone like Keith Thurman because Keith Thurman has shown a propensity to eat a lot of body shots. Okay, now we're going to talk a little bit about that as we take a look at this clip here. Okay, when his opponent is in position, and we're going to see him throw some left hooks to the body eventually. Maybe if I got the right clip. Let's see. So when he gets into the position to throw the left hook, okay, his weight is on the front foot here, right? His head is toward his front foot, which means he's crossing Keith Thurman's line. Now, look at Keith Thurman's glove here. He's not turning this punch over at all, okay? Because he can only get his head so far past Josecito Lopez's line toward the back foot, he can't get it all the way over here because he doesn't train that way. He's having a difficult time countering the left hook to the body because he can't actually get any weight into his left hook. I know that everyone thinks Keith Thurman is a big power puncher. He's not. He's a combination puncher. He's got decent power. Again, I think I hit harder than Keith Thurman, and by a pretty obvious degree. But Keith Thurman, again, more of a combination puncher, a front foot come forward fighter, which is also why he kind of gets outboxed a lot when he's moving backwards, or it's not as exciting because he doesn't have as many traps in this and that. And once his opponent crosses his line, if he's not countering them with the right hand right into their face, he has a very difficult time getting weight to this position to attack it and stop them from getting value out of that left hook. Now let's go ahead and take a look at one more little scene here. Beautiful shots. Maybe he's going to throw another body shot. No, he's just battering Keith Thurman here. But anyway, Keith Thurman struggles attacking his opponent's left hands, okay? When they want to get into position to throw their left hook, he struggles, okay? Now, unfortunately for Mario Barrios, he does not have the greatest front foot position, okay? He is a left hook kind of fighting fighter. He does a lot of really good things in the ring, controlling the line, counter punches, and someone like Keith Thurman, who's very basic with his offense, opening up with mostly the jab, some probing right hands into the leaping left hook that always moves into the right hand. He may have some success, but I do think that a lot of the positions are going to favor the much taller Barrios. Okay, now he's going to have a lot of advantages over Keith Thurman, like reach, and he's going to be able to hit Keith Thurman with punches that Keith Thurman isn't able to see. Okay, because he's going to be a little bit too close. His head's going to be a little bit too much on the front foot, and all these things are going to present a massive amount of danger for Keith Thurman in this fight with Mario Barrios. Now, I'm not saying he's going to lose. I'm just saying that this fight is a little bit more exciting and interesting than people originally thought, even though Keith Thurman is rightfully the favorite. Now, that's kind of also up for debate too, because Keith Thurman didn't just get out of the ring with one of the fastest people he's ever been in the ring with. Oh wait, yes he did. Manny Pacquiao, right? And Mario Barrios just getting out of the ring with the fastest person he's ever been in the ring with, Tank Davis. Okay, so it's really interesting because they both should have a good idea of who they're getting in the ring with, right? And how, but I do suspect that Keith Thurman, again, he just doesn't look very fast. He doesn't look like he remembers how fast he needs to be to fight somebody. He just looked a little bit slow in his training, even the one that didn't have the heavy bag or the weight vest, which I would recommend never ever training with. Ever. Those things never distribute weight evenly. You can even see when Keith Thurman throws that punch, it flies up off of his chest and then smacks him in the chest when it comes down. It's just not a great tool. It's not my favorite. But anyway, it's going to be an interesting fight. And if you'd like the full fight film studies, check out Patreon. It's $10 to sign up, $10 a month. And we watch entire fights from beginning to end. We watch all kinds of fights, and we watch basically every contemporary fight, especially the ones that I wind up doing pre-fight film study on. And sometimes we do like a little bit of MMA and stuff. But anyway, my focus mostly is boxing. And if you guys are interested in personalized boxing coaching, if you're looking to develop into the fighter that you want to develop into, you want to learn the skills, you want to learn the things that these people are doing. Keith Thurman is not a god, okay? He's just a regular-ass dude. He's been doing this stuff for a long time, and I guarantee that I can teach you how to punch harder than Keith Thurman, pound for pound. Okay, if you're a 120-pound guy, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle to get the kind of power that Keith Thurman has because he's a 147-pound guy. Okay, but I absolutely 100% guarantee you that I will increase your power dramatically, 3, 4, 5 times as much power in your punches. Okay. Anyway, if you guys are interested, check out the boxing Patreon coaching. It's $50 to sign up, $50 a month. If you sign up, I'll send you a promo code for half off of the Fouts Boxing Combat System, as I've decided that anyone I teach boxing, I want to be able to teach these incredible drills to, teach these theories to. So I put it all in a package for you kind of get a look at, figure out how I'm trying to teach you to fight. It's got tons of drills on pads. It's got tons of shadow boxing drills, and a lot of fight combat theory to help you understand what it is exactly you're supposed to be doing. Okay, and then I'll also send you a double in bag video or a double in bag promo code, so you can learn to use the promo code. It's a $50 value. The reviews on that are great. And yeah, anyway, just check it out. Thanks, guys.